This is Saudi Arabia, guys. It's so beautiful, so organized. The design of the building is amazing. This is the metro station here, as you can see. So beautiful. Check the traffic. I think when we talk of the modern cities, Saudi Arabia is among the top. This is the metro station, very huge. Bus transport, so advanced. Guys, you can't imagine that this is a desert, but in Saudi Arabia everything is possible, turning the deserts into green. See the greenery, amazing, eh? So beautiful. This is my destination, guys. This is the National Museum. Of the Saudi Arabia. So I'm gonna explore all this building room by room, trying to explore some, or to get some knowledge out of this huge building. I think it needs more than 2 days to explore this, guys. It's very huge. The National Museum. So I need to ask the security how to get in there. Or explore some history. You can't believe that you are in a desert country. Look at this, very green. Guys, look at this. What comes in your mind when you see it? Let's go and check inside. It's a mad world. See how people used to fetch water those days. How we developed from this to the modern tap water. See, let's go inside there and see. Guys, this is a desert country, but you see out they are able to conserve the environment. Look how clean this water is. So beautiful, eh? The best place to visit so far in Saudi Arabia. All these are man-made. This is the entrance, guys. So clean, organized, and they have some sitting area here. And they have some coffee. You can buy coffee at the corner there. Guys, this is how Saudi Arabia started. From the deserts to now the modern buildings that you see, the skyscrapers, the highways, the trains. From here, this shows the life of resilience, the hard work, and the strong leadership. Amazing, eh?
Nationality?
Nationality Kenyan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Guys, I had to register. You have to register before you get in. They have to take your nationality. Assalamu alaikum. Guys, before you come in. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah. What is this, guys? Let's check. This is the meteorite found in empty quarter. It's over 2,000 kilos. And see, 2.75 tons. Very heavy, eh? The meteorite. You only watch in books, in movies, or you see in books. But this is the real meteorite. Guys, you're missing a lot. You need to visit Saudi Arabia and see the amazing things here. So beautiful, huh? Guys, look at this rock here. It looks more like a house. I don't know what is inside. Let's take a closer look and see what is written here. So you can read by yourself. What this is, guys, let's see. This is the fossilized tree trunk found near the city of Riyadh, courtesy of Mr. Abdurrahman bin Mohammed Al Said. Okay. This is the oil from the ancient life. You can see billions of years ago, and all billions of microscopic marine animals died and were buried under hundreds of thousands of meters of sediment. Their decay remains produce gas and liquid hydrogen of oil. This is a brief history about oil. Okay, what you see here, I think this is a brief story about the oil. Pictures. Guys, this is the oil samples, or the crude oil sample. You can see by yourself. And here we have some information for you guys. Not pools but sponges. We speak of pools of oil, but there are no underground lakes. Rather, oil moves through and is trapped in microscopic spaces between the particles which make up the rock, and goes on and goes on. You can read by yourself. Give you maximum time to just get to read, and in Arabic still. So this is the story of oil still. This is a reserve rock, limestone, and then here we have the water, hydroite, non-porous, impermeable rock, and then we have the oil on top, and then the gas goes the water on the side, and then here we have what you call, you can read by yourself, this is very difficult, anhydrate, yeah. And then these are the fossil trees. We used to learn a story that time, long time, about the fossils. Okay, the fossil tree. Now this is where most people are more concerned about it nowadays. The conservation. Conservation is good business, and it says there since 1950s the kingdom of Saudi Arabia has had an active program to utilize the best conservation methods to ensure that the oil fields produce as much oil from the reservoirs as is economically possible. And I think these are the oil fields. So if you want to learn more about the oil, the information is here. Okay, oil flows through the rocks at a particular rate based on the rocks characteristics and pressure. As oil is harvested from the fields, the natural pressure in the wells drops. It is the natural pressure that drives the oil up to the wells to the surface. If pressure drops, only a very small percentage of the oil can be harvested. Saudi Aramco conserves the oil reservoirs or reserves by controlling the flow to match the characteristics of the rock, and by injecting gas or sulfide or salt water into the reservoir to maintain the pressure. That's the story for you guys. You can just take your time to read. Okay guys, so what do we have here? What is this, guys? It looks like a dinosaur, but before that I think we have something here of interest as well. I think it talks about the marine animals. It talks about the communities. Wow. So this is one of them. It's no longer in existence now, I think. Okay. There's an information here, guys. I want you to read. Talks about the sedimentary rocks. Okay. The historians, you can tell us about the sedimentary rocks. In Arabic as well. So let's check what we have here on the wall. The giant reptile. I think it talks about this one. This giant reptile and what it says. Okay, the giant reptile once swarmed the seas. That is it, guys. Just take time to read it for yourself. And of course, behind me here is a giant reptile. Most of you have only read it in books, but here I'm seeing it with my naked eye, with my Kenyan eyes. Let's go to the other round and see. So guys, what you see behind me here is a giant dinosaur. Most of you guys are watching on movies or reading in the books, but here is real. It's almost complete dinosaur. Okay, so guys, the dinosaur is believed to have gotten extinct about 60 million years ago. 60 million years ago. That's a long time, eh? 60 million years. And the story behind it, it's believed that it lived the Earth 165 million years before its extinction. It lived the Earth about 165 million years before its extinction. And what you should know is the dinosaur never lived with men or with human being side by side. The human, we now, as we appeared after this giant dinosaur here, after their extinction, that's when now the human started appearing. We never live side by side with this giant animal. I don't know why. And that tells you, even for us, it will reach a time whereby the Earth that we live now will no longer be able to sustain us. Who knows? Because this thing behind here was not able to adapt the changing of climatic conditions, so it had to die. Okay, after the disappearance of this giant behind me is when now human beings started appearing or developing. Okay, as like we learn in the history. So that's a brief information about this. You can check more. Okay, so here is the story of the reptiles. All for you guys to get some inside view. There's a very important story here. Large scale worldwide extinction of life forms. For example, all ammonites or ammonite, all dinosaurs, and some, what is that? Foraminifera. It's kind of difficult to pronounce. So it's believed that all these reptiles have been gotten extinct over time. There's another important information I want to show you here. This is the story I want you to just take a few.
مليون تقريبا سنة.
A partir de 1000, casi un año.
مليون.
That's it, guys. The story of reptiles. The place is so organized. The full information you need to know about the existence or about the life. Oh, look at this, guys. This is the fossil bone. You can see here the fossil bone of the middle finger of a human. Mesolithic period. This is 85,000 BC. 85,000 years BC. Taima Tabuk before Christ. Amazing. A very important story again here, guys. The prehistoric people live in nature, lived in nature and with nature. And this is the story down here. For about millions of years, Stone Age people lived in Arabia as Anda and Qataras. Okay, their lives were measured out against natural timings, natural rhythms of the changing environment. People came to Arabia as part of their move out of Africa into Eurasia. That means everyone came from Africa. Very important information, guys. Okay. The Africans, you can see, it seems like all of us came from Africa. Let's repeat again. People came to Arabia as part of their move out of Africa into Eurasia. I think these are the routes. This is the Kingdom of Arabia. I think this is the present day map. Okay guys, that's it. Okay guys, this is one of the stone tool making it. This one here. Okay, and then there's a story about the stone tool here. There's another story about the stone tools here. What we used to learn in our social studies. I don't know what they call it now in Kenya. The social studies or geography, something like that. No, it was GC and then social studies. And then in high school you learn about the geography. And then of course we had history, which I was so passionate about. I used to like history a lot. And coming here and seeing it with my naked eye, you know, this is a dream come true. I used to like history, and coming here is one of my best things that has ever happened in my life. Okay, so let's learn about the stone tools here. Here is what you will hear about the story of Africa. It seems that all these stone tools might have originated from Africa. So let's take our time to read about it. It's just here about the stone tools. I'll be turning my camera, and then you can get time to read it also, or we read together. That would be nice. Okay, these are the first technologies, guys. The first technologies: stone working and fire. So you see what the stone tools were used then. There were no like knives, the axe, or there were no other technologies of cutting food or hunting. So the stones and the bones were only the source of the tools by that time. So if you read from here, you see using stone tools and fire. There's a story there for you guys. Another story of the making of the tools, guys, is here. It is believed that as early as 2.5 million years ago, people in Africa learned how to flake rock. Can you see this, guys? People in Africa. So you African, you've been in existence since this time, and so you should not put down yourself. Of course, your Kenyan race is representing you here, guys. Okay, let's read it again. You can read more and more. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Doing good? Sorry, someone was talking to me. Okay. You can read more and more. So guys, again on the wall, these are the drawings. I don't know, there's no way I can read about the drawings here, but you can see the drawings. So people those days were also, we used to have people who will draw, the artist. I think this is a cow. This one looks like an animal, a cow, or okay, of course there you see some okay, those days you can see, I think this represent the people or the humans. Okay, and this also tells us that these people then were living with were doing was it cattle keeping, or this, what does it what is it, was could you please tell me in the comment what do you think about this? What was it about the stones, guys? I'm sure you can get more information online or any other place, but there will be no much information, or there will be no better information than what I've given you guys. This is the knowledge that that you cannot find anywhere. You can only find it in Saudi Arabia and through me. By the way, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure at least you get me somewhere, okay, so that we can grow together. We are going to travel to places, visit more places of history, of course, and discover more and more within the Saudi Arabia. So here, guys, we have the stone tools that I was just explaining on the other side. These are the examples of a few stones. I'm sure these are a few of them, but these are the one that we can find it here. Okay, guys, and this is the Arabian kingdom. Then I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm sure you can see it, the Arabian kingdom. I'll be turning the camera, so don't worry, just relax. Okay, and I didn't show you this display here showing some, you know, the birds and a bit of greenery on top. I'm sure it also tells a story about we as human. There is another story here I didn't tell you, so allow me to just turn the camera, and then you'll take time to read, or we will read together. Right? Stay tuned. This is the knowledge that you need for your future kids, for yourself, and even for the years to come. You see, here we are learning the importance of keeping the history alive. The tools we are using now, anything we do now, we need to keep them, preserve them well. In the years to come, our kids will be able to learn what we were doing. Of course, I know they will be much more advanced than us, but keeping this one, or keeping such knowledge like this, for example, will be a beneficial for them in the near future. So let's read about get some knowledge about guys, this is the knowledge that you need to learn, that the world is changing, and as people talk about climate change, this is the story for you guys. When you hear people shouting about the climate change, this is the real story. So guys, again, the story about Saudi Arabia, or the Arabian Peninsula, or what you call it, I don't know, or the Middle East. It was not as cool as, I mean, it was not as hot as you see now. It was not as hot and dry as we see now. but over the period of time it has changed as per the information we see here, because honestly now there are no places to hunt and gather in Saudi Arabia. So when we talk about the stones or tools of, you know, of hunting and gathering, like this one, when we talk about this one found here in Saudi Arabia, you will ask yourself, what were they hunting or what were they gathering in Saudi Arabia? And it's a dry land, but that is not the case. Saudi Arabia, guys, was once a green country, but over a period of time, the way we see now, the climate changing, this is the case, okay? And that's why we need to work hard and make sure we preserve our environment, keep the place clean, make sure we conserve water, we take care of our trees, we take care of our animals and anything that is around us. That was a brief story, guys. So I think it would be nice if we move to another section where we can get a few knowledge as well. There's a lot, guys. I'm sure I cannot finish. I cannot promise you that I will finish it today, but there's a lot. If we don't finish here, I promise I'll come back and then we continue with the story, guys. It is interesting learning the history and getting to know the knowledge of our people, our ancestors, how they live. Remember, one day we were one people. All of us, whether you are white, yellow, green, black, we were one people, created by Allah or created by God. And so, guys, we need to be careful whenever you see or you talk bad about someone. Remember, we are one people. More stones, guys, more stones. I don't know, I don't think I have enough time to explain each and every stone here, or each and every time to explain. I wish I could explain to you more, because I am passionate. I love history. I love to tell a story on how we once lived. I love talking about the past life, comparing it with the present life. And here there's a lot of knowledge, and time is not on our side, but I promise that I will really be coming back to tell you more about the story of Arabia. But remember, this is not just the story of Saudi Arabia or Middle East. It is a story for everyone, guys. Very rich, of course. And if you are not planning to visit Saudi Arabia soon, you need to start planning now, because there's a lot for you to learn. Okay, guys, so let's take a moment to read just this one and then we move to another section. As you can see, this is just a quarter of, not even a quarter, just a few areas I've visited, but see, it's huge, guys. It's huge. There's no enough time to go through all this, but I promise you that every day, whenever I get the chance, guys, I will come and take you through. I promise. The stone tools, I will not take more time, guys, to read about, but I'll just take a photo. You can just read for yourself on your free time. I'm sure you can see it clearly. We just go closer, and then the stone tools of Arabian early Paleolithic. These are millions and millions of years, okay, before Christ, BC, of course. And these are the examples of the earliest stone tools. Stone cultures appear in the okay. It says the earliest stone tools cultures appear in the Arabia at this period. This is what they believe. Okay, so guys, allow me to just take just a picture, and then you can take your own time to read about it. But the best idea is if you can get a chance to visit Saudi Arabia, you need to come to the National Museum. At least you can tell your own story, or you can see for yourself, because me and you know that I cannot finish all this unless I take a week. Okay, so guys, allow me to just take a picture and then you see for yourself. Nice. Another one here, the stone tool using. It tells you what they are using the stone tool for. They were used also for drawing, guys. If they were drawing something, this looks like I'm sure you know this kind of animal. This is I think the camel, right? Yeah. Okay, then there's another camel there. And then here, of course, we have other stone tools. Guys, you will allow me to move fast so that I can take more and more. So that I can take more and more areas or cover more areas for you guys. More stone tools, guys. A lot. I'm sure one of these were used for what? Maybe digging holes like this. Okay. Wow, these are the stone tools that were used during that time. Okay, guys, and this is the story about these stones. Just take a moment to read it. Another display of stones here, and of course I should be in the picture, guys. Allow me to turn the camera. Let me turn the camera, at least you can see me, guys. And of course take a moment also, make sure because this is a lifetime story. More and more stones over here, guys. More stones over here, guys. It's not clear. Trying to get a clear picture for you. Yeah, here we got it. Thing I need to do like this because of the light. These are more and more stone tools, and of course we have a the wooden one also. This was used mostly when the agriculture started appearing, or when people started doing agriculture. These ones were the hoods were used. Okay. Alaikum salam. Guys. Come close. Oh, guys, these are the security telling me it's close. I didn't even cover a quarter. But I think I will need to come back, honestly, because there's a lot to tell. You can see the skin. Those are the hide and skin, as we were taught in schools. The story of hide and skins. Guys, it's not possible to finish the pottery. We learned about the pottery a lot in school, and these are the display. And there is a Maasai. Shout out to the Maasai people. The display here looks like a Maasai, and you know there's a story that the Maasai originated from the Middle East. The Nilot. Guys, the Maasai are the Nilotic people from Kenya. I'm part of them, but we are closely related, but not that close. And the Maasai, if you go to the Maasai land up to now, you can see this. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, my camera. I'm saying if we go to the Maasai land, what happened, guys? Oh yeah, I got it. Oh, Need to work on my camera, guys. It's too much. I was saying, if you go to the Maasai, you can still see this one today. Now, if you go to Kenya now, you'll see this one. The Maasai are living like this. You can see the cows, and then of course, the fencing, much more like the Maasai. We've covered the pottery, and then I think these are the houses that were living then. There are some stories down here, guys. I cannot be able to read it now, but the drawings, guys, allow me to finish it here. Then next time, I promise, I will come one time a bit. It's I think I thought they are closing much more later, but they are closing right now at 7 p.m. So for sure, as I told you earlier, there's a lot of knowledge here, and I don't want to move fast. It will not be helpful. I will not be helping you guys, and also I will not be helping myself. I didn't go through the drawings here. There's a lot of knowledge to learn. There's a lot of knowledge to get from this drawing. Passing by like a cloud will not be helping, but let me just promise that I will make a date again. Make sure that I come as early as maybe 2 o'clock. I came here 4 o'clock. I thought it's just a simple thing that I can just pass through and then get back, but as you can see, guys, look at this. What is this, guys? I need time to tell the story about this. I need time to explain. I'm sorry, guys, I need to go, but you know what, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on Facebook. TravelwithElisha B is my YouTube channel name. Just search TravelwithBiiElisha. You will see me here, and you will see some amazing things. And this is the first part. And I know there are so many places to visit in Arabia, and I really want to get you more and more knowledge, educate you, educate myself, and also I know this video will be watched by many people, so I need to just pass some knowledge to each and every one of you. And even in the future, some people will be seeing that the existence, how life was before, of course the extinction, and the story why the dinosaur got extinct on Earth. It tells a story, and we must take it serious. Guys, allow me to finish here, but make sure you follow my YouTube channel, TravelwithBiiElisha. Subscribe, follow, like, and please give me a comment. I want you to ask me anything about what we've covered today. Tell me what blew your mind. Is it the mentioning of Africa? Is it the Maasai cow, I don't know, cow shed? Okay, tell me in the comment, guys. Tell me. I'll be able to answer you back, and of course come back and explain further. If there is any information that I didn't cover it well, I promise I'll come back. Let me finish there. See you soon. See you in the next video. Stay tuned, and thank you for being with me for all that time.